Hello everyone, this is Fuzzy Owl bringing you a video about a recent interview that IGN's Ryan McCaffrey did with Bonnie Ross. And the hour-long or so video, you can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. The video is about her induction into the AIAS Hall of Fame, so that's awesome for Bonnie Ross. But she does mention some interesting things about the future of Halo, specifically Halo Infinite, and a couple other things that I kind of wanted to touch on. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. So kicking off with this interview here, one of the main things of note that she mentions that Halo Infinite is going to be a, quote, spiritual reboot, end quote, for the Halo franchise. And she does kind of mention out that it's going to be like a, part of like a 10-year plan or something like that for Halo's future. Now, spiritual reboot isn't a full-blown reboot, meaning that they are probably still going to be continuing on with the continuity that Halo 4 and 5 has set up, but they're just going to be, I don't want to use the words retconning, but they're going to be going in some different directions. First and foremost, most notably that they've already mentioned is the kind of more classic art style, the return to more of like a Halo 3 type of art style. She goes on to say there has been a lot of introspective time to really reflect on what we have done as 343, where we have made mistakes, where we have hit it right, and what does Halo mean to all of us. So she mentions that they have really taken a lot of time to get Halo right, essentially. And then Ross goes on to say that they are proud of Halo 4's campaign, but they acknowledge that the multiplayer kind of missed the mark with them, with the community, maybe even with them themselves. And as for Halo 5, they said that they made huge improvements to the multiplayer, but the story was a bit, quote, overwhelming, end quote. And they say that Halo Infinite aims to get it right with both single player and the multiplayer. And Ross even goes on to say, so I look at Infinite as we're going to put the whole thing together. Story is incredibly important, and so is multiplayer. We have audiences that champion both sides, and then a lot of them that like both of them. So she is aware, and 343, I think, as a company, is aware of all the things that fans have been saying. What's kind of just one-off things, throwaway comments from certain fans. What are some things that fans have been coming together as a community and championing, or, just banding together and saying, hey, 343, listen to us. This is what we like from this game. This is what we've loved from this IP this whole time. So it is really good to see that 343 is listening, and Bonnie Ross even recognized that as well. So that's good to know. Now, before I touch on that, I'm going to go over to something really quickly, which I think is, kind of like a hot button topic for a lot of people, Battle Royale. And if you look back at especially even recently, I think even within the past couple of days, a lot of Halo Infinite devs have been saying things along the lines of the only BR that we are interested in is the battle rifle, and kind of like, snarky comments like that and things along those lines. But in this interview, Bonnie seems a little bit more, I guess I could say, optimistic. I don't particularly think that we'll see a Battle Royale mode in Halo Infinite. I'm pretty sure devs have even gone on to say that no, there will not be Battle Royale in Infinite, but Bonnie Ross did mention a 10-year plan, and they have even mentioned something along the lines of kind of like a Halo 5.5, almost like a Halo 3 ODST type of situation, and that project got shut down. They wanted to just focus all their assets and all their time and all their talent on Halo Infinite, which is good to hear, but that's not to say that that project is just completely axed and thrown out the window. If they got a 10-year plan going on for Halo, I would like to see some side spin-off games, but, kind of branching off of Halo 6 or Halo Infinite, and maybe there's room for a Battle Royale in there. I think that the universe is pretty rich for Battle Royale. If you talk about any game universe, Halo is primed for Battle Royale. I just don't want to see it in a mainline game for fear that they will take away assets that are important to the game. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I don't hate the idea of Battle Royale in Halo. I just don't think that Infinite is the place for it. But yeah, back to what she mentions about the campaign and about the multiplayer, how they want to get both of those things right. Question is, how do they do that? You take an IP that's popular but yet almost as damaged as Halo is in this current state, and how do you make everyone happy? Well, the answer is you're not going to make everybody happy. So here's a couple ideas that I have that I would like to see coming to Halo in the future. One, just to kind of kick off on a positive note here, they are doing a great job with the art style change. You got people like me who do actually really like the art style of the new one, at least for the most part. But, I'm not going to complain about seeing a more Halo 2 or Halo 3 looking Master Chief. So, props for doing that. That's a big step right there. It shows that 343 is listening. As far as multiplayer goes, I think they should take out some of the more unnecessary enhanced mobility options like ground pound. I have nothing wrong with seeing clamber or sprint. You know, those are things that normal people and children can do. I have nothing wrong with, you know, Spartans being able to do that. But the big issue with that is the maps. The maps need to return to a more rich, lived-in Halo 3 style of map and make it so that these maps are not reliant upon you using enhanced abilities like sprinting or boosting. So I think that would be a big step in it, and I think obviously just art direction is a key component to that as well. As far as gunplay, I think that the game is in a pretty good state right now with the gunplay. But here's the thing, everything can always kind of improve, but I think you do need to leave things a little bit, not unbalanced. I don't want to say unbalance the game, but I think when you overbalance things too much, things get kind of out of hand here. I would like to hear a more beefy battle rifle too. I don't really necessarily like how the battle rifle sounds in the new game. I don't know why I just meleeed at that guy. Moving on to something different, but still on the topic of multiplayer, Warzone. I would like to see them learn how to make Warzone maps properly, and I would like to see them improve spawns. I kind of just feel like you spawn, you got to run 20 minutes to get killed, and then you spawn again. If they can kind of fix that and throw in the RPG elements we've been hearing about into Warzone, I think that would be great. I would love to see that game mode return, new and improved. Going over to campaign, you got a couple things here. I think they need to take the personal Master Chief and Cortana elements from Halo 4 and take the huge, you know, end of the universe, third in a trilogy stakes from Halo 3 and meld them together and make them, you know, basically one. You got to feel like you are fighting for other people, but you also got to feel like the crux of the story is Master Chief going to try to destroy Cortana and remain the machine and the weapon that he was always bred to be? Or is he going to take a note from Cortana's book and realize that no, he is human, and is he going to try to save his friend? So I think that that's got to be where the main story goes. As far as the way the game actually plays out, the campaign has to be compelling enough that you want to keep playing that. And any open world or RPG elements that are in the game, that stuff's all got to be, you know, ancillary, but it's got to enhance the experience and not deter from it or feel like a chore. So you should want to be continuing with the story, but maybe also, you know, there's a cave over there, or there's a forerunner structure over there that's really interesting, and, you know, maybe it's got some good loot or whatever, you know, whatever's going to be the gameplay mechanics of Halo Infinite's story. So again, it's got to enhance the story, not deter from it. A couple other quick things here. I would like to see brutes again. I don't know how. I just like brutes. I want to see them again. Imagine them and modern graphics and everything. Oh, that'd be so cool with the spike grenades and I loved their weapons. And I would like to see Flood again, but I don't want to see Flood in any of the marketing material. I just want to see Flood eventually in Halo, and, you know, surprise us. As long as they do it right, I would like to see Flood. Guys, those are just a couple of my quick thoughts that I have for how they can improve Halo. It does seem like they are going in the right direction. Congratulations once again to Bonnie Ross. And let me know what you guys think. What do you think they should do to multiplayer? Do you think that Warzone should return? What do you think they should do to the campaign? Do you like this RPG element, potentially open world style we're going to get? Or do you not? Would you ever like to see Battle Royale in a Halo game, whether it's mainline or a spin-off? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.